Young ladies and gentlemen, good evening everyone. You are welcome to this new geopolitical conference dedicated to world news. Top stories, international news. Tensions are running high between Poland and the EU European. Things are really heating up. We learn here and there that Poland prepares to leave the Union European. It's a dramatic turn of events. Of Masu. And the declaration is made in the form, the accusation that was made by the foreign minister who accused one of the relatives, the Polish president, to prepare the psychological terrain, to prepare on all levels the ground for Poland's withdrawal from the European Union. Because lately, theories have been circulating. Like the European conspiracy theory, opposition to Poland continues to emerge. And in this context, the minister has completely eliminated the drawbacks if Poland withdrew from the European Union. So we must say the allies are already splitting up. So what exactly happened? That's what we're going to talk about as part of this video conference that I ask you to share with Maximum. But before continuing, then I'm a little sorry. As you having noticed, I was forced to make a conference in the car since I was traveling today for political reasons. That's it. But that's why I put a gap before we meet here to give you news related to world news. So I'm really sorry about that. So there you have it. Let's delve into the depths. Let's share the conference at its maximum capacity. Give lots of likes, and especially for the new people who stumble upon to watch my video, click the button subscribe to subscribe. This will allows you to no longer miss the hottest news of the moment. So what are the facts? The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Sikorski, accuses Naroki, who is the president, I think so. Yes, he is the president from the Institute of National Memory. So he accuses Naroki to prepare psychologically for withdrawal of Poland of the European Union, to prepare the morale of the Polish people. So this is going to be a major blow for the European Union. If a country like the Poland was withdrawing, and if Poland withdraw, that means the others will to follow suit. That is to say, Hungary, Slovakia will follow suit. The step. It was understandable that this was the Hungary and Slovakia are taking the ahead of preparations for a withdrawal of the European Union, since we know already their close ties with the Federation from Russia. But that is not the case. It's more like Poland. So it's not in favor of Russia, since the Poland is truly against Russia. So it's not because of Russia, but that's because Poland believes that there is a conspiracy against his sovereignty. The state of being manipulated by the European Union, submit to all decisions of the Union, European Poland considers as being a loss of sovereignty. So let's delve into the depths, please. Yes. So, according to official information, Minister Sikorski, Minister of Foreign Affairs, said that European integration must not to be treated as a conspiracy against Poland because Naroki, the president of the Institute of Memory, the national government believes there is a conspiracy against the sovereignty of Poland because Poland is within the European Union. And when you are within the European Union, how are we going to put this? It undermines your sovereignty. So, he claimed that the critics constants of the European Union, since Poland and Naroki in particular, constantly criticizes the European Union. He says the constant criticism of the European Union and the insinuation of plots against sovereignty are in reality a political preparation and psychological in view of a withdrawal of the European Union. For him, Naroki shouldn't continue to constantly criticize the European Union and continues to believe that, and there is a plot against sovereignty, Polish. So he continued by warning that leaving the European Union would have very serious consequences for the Poland. There will be losses of subsidy, losses of aid to the defense industry, and isolation Poland's economy. So they are forced to remain within the Union European, according to the Minister of Foreign Affairs. So he's accusing this close associate of the Polish president to want to prepare politically and psychologically Poland to leave the Union European. So, And it must be said that it takes place in an extremely Polish national context tense, because it involves national emotion who grew up in Poland around identity, because within the Union European is a mess. This means that the true identity of the Poland is not well known internationally. So there is this national emotion which grew up in Poland, centered around identity, around sovereignty, and the role European. The Poles want to feel sovereigns, want to feel useful, and the Poles question the role that is really what the European Union is playing. Is this in their favor or in their disfavor? So the debate focuses on an exit poll which resurfaces with force, leaving the European Union. So when the minister is no longer just accusing foreign influence, but prepares for the basics of a withdrawal, mean that obviously the situation is becoming more complicated. A possible withdrawal of Poland from what will the European Union lead to? First, it's going to be a fracture strategic for the European Union. Things are getting serious to affect the European Union. It's going to be economic losses, and it's going to be the rise of uncertainty. For Poland, a choice to leave will to trigger an economic tsunami. On the economic front, they will be whipped. They will receive costs in full force. Farmer subsidies will disappear. The cohesion funds will disappear. Access to the single market would be compromised. And we are going to witness a reorientation, geopolitics eastward towards other alliances, possibly towards Russia or alternative networks. So it's likely to play on the European Union. So there is also an internal risk, because this can lead to a increased political division, the rise of institutional instability, the disillusionment of pro citizens, since there are Polish citizens, Poles who absolutely do not want to see Poland to withdraw from what is the European. And therefore, for the Union European, and Poland is one of the large Eastern member states. So its departure would be a symbolic earthquake practice that will greatly influence the European Union. But for Russia, that a weakened Poland withdrawal, or which withdraws from the Union European, would be a victory major diplomatic issue. The Eastern line, the European Union will begin to fracture, and so for the moment we will continue to follow this news to see what it happens. And that's that. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that was the front page of the news. I'll get back to you soon. The time